it's Mon Mothma's HoloNet. We're just posting on it. Welcome back to Mothmanet News and the last day of our 50-day countdown to Andor Season 2. Andor comes out tomorrow, depending on where you live, either the 22nd or the 23rd of April. And it's here. I could not be more excited for this show. I realized today, because I went to Disneyland in Tokyo, I realized today that nothing that I have right now would exist without Rogue One. And I'm eternally grateful to that film and what it has given us in the past 8 years. Doesn't even feel like that long ago. Almost 8.5 years now. And it's crazy to think that this is where we're at. This week, because I leave in the afternoon, and I'll be back in time for Andor. This week has been life-changing in ways that I could not have conceptualized, in ways that I didn't think would ever happen in a million years. If you told me this time last week that all of these magical things were going to happen to me, there's no way in hell I would have believed you. I am just eternally grateful for everything that this week has given me. I wouldn't change a moment of it for the world. Even the rough parts, I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm coming out of this weekend, out of this last handful of days, a very different person. I have more confidence in myself. I feel just better about myself. And that probably sounds completely ridiculous, but it's not to me. I'm just so happy, and I don't know what to make of it, because I'm in awe of this past week. Like, if you told me a week ago that every single one of the 4 things I wanted out of Celebration would happen, when one was a guarantee, 2 was a hope, and the 3rd and 4th were delusions. Honestly, they were me being delusional. I don't even know what to say. Andor Season 2, I know, is going to change my life, and I can't wait for it to do that. I have so much faith in Tony and everyone who's worked on that show, put their heart and soul into it. I will forever be blown away by just the immense talent that exists within that group of people. So essentially every Tuesday, right after I've watched the episodes, I'm going to put a first reactions video up. And then I'm currently hoping for Friday, although it may be Saturday, where I post the full video with my full thoughts on the arc. I have some other podcast appearances lined up to talk about Andor. I think I'm also going to be talking about the Mask of Fear on a few more podcasts, but yeah, stay tuned for more over the summer. I plan on doing a lot. The Mon Mothma newsletter / blog is really going to be kicking off this summer as well. And with that's going to come a lot of work, but I can't wait for it. I'm really looking forward to it. If I was feeling down, and if I was feeling like I was never going to amount to anything, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, all of that has changed. Like, I don't know how to process this different version of myself in a way that makes sense. But I'm hoping that it sticks around, because I want these experiences to change my life in the way that they're meant to. I need them to do that. So yeah. It's going to be a lot of hard work, and I'm setting some pretty crazy goals for myself, but I believe I can achieve them now. I fully have faith in myself and the journey that I have to go on in order to achieve the things that I'm meant to achieve. And so much of that journey has to do with what I'm doing here. So thank you. This wasn't so much a Star Wars Celebration recap. Let's get back into that. So Mandalorian and Grogu, I am looking forward to it. I'm really excited to see Sigourney Weaver in a Star Wars. I'm excited to see characters that came from TV showing up in a film. As a person who works in a cinema, I'm really excited. As a film goer, I'm really excited that we're getting Star Wars back on the big screen. I could not be happier. Sorry, wow, I haven't reached on my foot. Starfighter, I'm super hyped to have Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars. He is a mega nerd, and he's a fellow Canadian, so he's got that going for him. So I can't wait until that comes out as well. What else? My Mon Mothma panel, thank you to everyone who showed up, everyone who supported me along the way, even my friends who didn't make it and went to the animation panel. I'm not even mad about it, because there was just so many people in that audience that were sat there listening to me yap about Mon Mothma for an hour. Animation panel, I can't wait to see Tales of the Underworld. I love Asajj Ventress. I've always had kind of a weird relationship with the character of Cad Bane. I'm super excited for that. The Maul series, sign me up. I'm sad. Let's see, manga panel. We got Thrawn manga announcement. I'm looking forward to it. I love the Thrawn books. I love Jody Houser's work with the comics, and Tim is just a phenomenal writer. Jedi Fallen Order, that video game is probably one of my favorite video games of all time. I loved playing it. I can't wait to play it again. I can't wait to finally get to play Survivor soon. I'm sorry, that is just my knee in a shot. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Regular publishing panel, we got some more information about the Mask of Fear. Not the Mask of Fear, Master of Evil. I'm really looking forward to that, not just because Adam is my friend, but because I'm not generally one that's typically very excited about more Darth Vader, but this I'm really excited for. Adam just has that really rare gift, I think, that he can make me want to read about Darth Vader and be excited about Darth Vader. And I'm so excited to see where he goes with this story. Yeah, so that was Friday. All of that happened on Friday. Saturday was Andor. Super excited for everyone to be able to watch the premiere. I only thought it was going to be streamed to the celebration stage, which was why I wanted it so bad. But, you know, they blessed Galaxy and Twin Sun stages with it as well. So I'm eternally grateful for that, because it gave me the second thing that I wanted, one of the things that was very, very delusional. What else happened Saturday? Yeah, I met Genevieve O'Reilly. Life-changing experience. There's no other way to describe that. I still don't know how I'm dealing with that, because it was the third thing that I really wanted, that I was super delusional about. I was like, it's not gonna happen, but it could, but it's not, because it wasn't gonna happen to me, and it did, and it just makes me so happy to think about. I don't remember if anything else happened to Ahsoka. Rory McCann looks wonderful as Baylan Skull. I'm a-okay with Ahsoka season 2 taking longer, because, you know, this crew needed time to mourn the loss of not only their colleague but their friend, and they needed to decide what they were going to do next, because he was such a huge part of the story that they were telling. And so I can't even be angry about it. You know, yeah, so that was Saturday, really. Sunday, yesterday, super excited for the Vision shorts from season 1 that are going to be getting sequels. I'm excited for the studios that are coming back. I'm excited for October. I can't wait to see Vision season 3. Star Wars Celebration Los Angeles is going to be phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that things change and that it's safe for more people to travel there, because it's going to be a lot of fun, and I don't want to be without friends. Yeah, hopefully I'll be doing more panels there. Really hoping. Fan panels I got to attend, or like, you know, university stage things. I ultimately attended Who's the Boss, like their segment on the Holonet News stage with Chris Kempschel, and that was a lot of fun. I don't recall what else I did Friday. I don't remember. Saturday, I fully, once again, sorry to my lovely friends who had the Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor panel. I'm sorry for missing it. But, like, I know you're not mad at me because of what happened. You're actually very happy for me because you know why I missed your panel. But yeah. Sunday, I attended History in a Galaxy Far, Far Away with Chris Kempschel and the Daughters of Ferrix, and then the Ode to Starlight, a High Republic panel, which was hilariously funny. Shout out to Zachary and Sydney, whose handles are escaping me right now, but thank you so much for doing that. It was just a lot of fun. I'm sorry that I had to leave early. I had to make my way over to the celebration stage for closing ceremonies, which was also a lot of fun. Thank you, Adam, for gifting me your panel pass for that. It was a lot of fun, just being in the room when they announced where we would all be hanging out again in a couple of years. And yeah, so all of that being said, even before celebration began. Thank you to all of my friends for just making this weekend magical with your sheer existence. And Thursday, before the convention even began, shout out to, this is going to sound weird because I don't often shout him out on here, but shout out to Dave Filoni, because I feel as though he manifested something incredible for me this weekend, and it did so much good. Thank you for that moment in the Pokemon store. It meant a lot, and I hope that one day I can thank you properly to your face, because I'm still blown away that happened. Thank you to everyone who compared me to Mon Mothma at all this weekend. It was delightful. I could not ask for a better group of friends and people to have around me. As always, you can find me at Bejeweled Mothma and Mothma Updates on social media. Thank you. May the Force be with you. I hope to see you in LA.